She went to college at the age of 17, became a registered nurse at 20. She's done hair, she sold edible candles, she sold t-shirts, business startups, tickets to events, Kisses open mic, Kisses pop-up shops, Kisses pool parties, networking events, TLC, Kisses Zooms, Kisses kitchen classes, Kisses boutiques, Kisses shapers, Kisses sex toys, lofty kisses, event spaces, Kisses extensions, sex toys, Kisses home care, Hempley kisses, Kisses dip, y'all went crazy over that dip, Kisses seasonings, Kisses brunch, Kisses home care and real estate, and she still finds time to give back. And her charitable contributions and self-motivation only adds to how special of a person she is.
On the 7th of October 2023, barely midday into Saturday, a 40-year-old woman would take her son to a barbershop on 2500 West Lehigh Avenue to get a fresh haircut. Unfortunately, she would not be leaving the barbershop because she was being followed by her ex-husband, who was armed with a gun and a cruel mission. The woman was a 40-year-old mother of 3 who lived in North Philadelphia. She was shot and unalived on the spot by her ex-husband, who had committed several crimes in the past. Not only did he want to settle a score with his ex-wife, he will soon learn that he had other wicked plans after this crime. This is the story of Tiffany Wade, a mother and a nurse whose life was tragically taken away from her by Armand Hilton right in the presence of her child. Before moving further in this story, we want to extend our deepest condolences to Tiffany Wade's family and friends. We hope that they get the justice they deserve and find peace in moving on as a family. Also, if you find these stories helpful to your sister, niece, or a friend, click the like button, just so YouTube can push to many more communities. Let's help a mother out there. This story took place in North Philadelphia, a city known as a center of Black activism, as the area's African American residents fought for better representation and working conditions back in the 1930s. 40-year-old Tiffany Wade was from Coatesville, Pennsylvania. She was a proud mother to 3 amazing children, and because she loved being a mother, she was always present for her 3 kids, especially during fun family times. Born and raised in Pennsylvania, she had big dreams from an early age. She knew she wanted to help people, which led her to pursue nursing, and she wasn't just any nurse. Tiffany was a registered nurse at the young age of 20, becoming the youngest graduate from Methodist Hospital Nursing School. Her work ethic was undeniable. In fact, one of her classmates remembered her saying that in the state of Pennsylvania, she was old enough to administer injections and other drugs to patients, but not old enough to have an alcoholic drink legally. It was funny yet striking, a reminder of how accomplished she was at such a young age. When it came to her personality and her personal life, Tiffany was a woman with an incredible drive, the kind of person you couldn't help but admire. Her nickname was Ms. Kisses because she was affectionate and showed her love through hugs and kisses. But nursing wasn't the only thing on Tiffany's mind. She had the soul of an entrepreneur, always looking for new ways to build something bigger for herself and her family. Over the years, she became a business owner juggling several businesses, including a hair salon, a catering company, home healthcare services, and even a CBD and hemp brand. By using her nickname Kisses as the parent company, it would seem like she was building smaller brands so that she would be able to make more money. As an entrepreneur, this is a great strategy because she would only have to register the business once.
Oh, beautiful. So fast. Hey, driver.
Brian.
How are you, Brian? Nice meeting you. Pretty Kisses here. Oh, it's in the back as well? Oh, yes. Okay, Kisses. Oh, yeah, I like this. Oh, yeah, this is cute.
Yeah.
For sure.
I would take a couple on.
Okay. Yeah, I like this a lot. One day. Oh, I love this. Yeah. This is care truck.
She grew up to do many things. She went to college at the age of 17, became a registered nurse at 20. She's done hair. She sold edible candles. She sold t-shirts, business startups, tickets to events, Kisses open mic, Kisses pop-up shops, Kisses pool parties, networking events, TLC, Kisses Zooms, Kisses kitchen classes, Kisses boutiques, Kisses shapers, Kisses sex toys, lofty Kisses, event spaces, Kisses extensions, sex toys, Kisses home care, Hempley Kisses, Kisses dip. Y'all went crazy over that dip. Kisses seasonings, Kisses brunch, Kisses home care and real estate. And she still finds time to give back. And her charitable contributions and self-motivation only adds to how special of a person she is.
Another drive that made Tiffany want to be successful was because she definitely loved luxury, as seen through the way she lived her life. She would travel to places dressed in expensive clothes, jewelry, and wigs. Oftentimes, she would be seen making purchases at famous designer stores like Givenchy, Dior, Fendi, and Prada, buying beautiful luxury apparel as well as spoiling her children with whatever they wanted. She was a woman who believed in hard work and pushing forward, no matter the obstacles. One time, Tiffany gifted her father $10,000 for his birthday by giving him a large check. She also took him to dinner and posted a video with the caption, "The best man I've ever met in my entire life. He not only took care of me at 20 years old, but my siblings and all my friends too." She was a woman that would go all the way for the people that she loved. Despite all the success, Tiffany remained connected to her faith. She was a devout Muslim, and those who knew her well spoke about how serious she was about her religion. She would sometimes visit Middle Eastern countries like Dubai and wear modest outfits to reconnect with Islam. She not only practiced the religion but also taught others, mentoring and encouraging people on how to read and understand the Quran. She balanced her fast-paced career life with spiritual dedication, showing that no matter how successful she became, her faith was her foundation. Yet behind all this success, there was a darker side to Tiffany's life that not everyone knew about. Tiffany had been married to a man named Armand Hilton from Chester. He was the father to Tiffany's last child, Storm. Armand, also known by the nickname Speedy, was no stranger to the law. He had a long history of run-ins with the police and had only recently returned home from prison. Armand's criminal history painted a picture of a man with violent tendencies. On social media, Tiffany did not post any pictures of her relationship, so not many people even knew that there was such a dangerous man that she was married to and had a baby with. Dating back to March of 2002, Armand was involved in the abducting of a 17-year-old boy. Along with two accomplices, they abducted the teen outside a store after learning that his family had recently received a $100,000 settlement. The trio held the boy for ransom, demanding $50,000 in exchange for his life. That was not all he did. According to some accounts, Armand came about a large sum of money, but it wasn't clear how this money was obtained, so we cannot conclude that it was through illegal means. He tried to invest his money into something that would bring returns, but seeing that he had a lengthy criminal record, he decided to invest in real estate using Tiffany's name. This caused a problem between the couple because if it was discovered that the money was from illegal means, she could be labeled as an accomplice, and she did not want that. Unfortunately for Armand, he was arrested again on charges that were not made clear. This would result in Tiffany breaking up with him and filing for a divorce while he was in prison. The reason behind her wanting to split remained unclear, but one can only assume she did not want someone who was an alleged criminal actively raising her son. Perhaps she feared he would be a bad influence on him. When Armand eventually came out of prison, he was furious with Tiffany because he had entrusted her with his properties while he was in prison. He felt betrayed when he learned that during his time in prison, Tiffany had moved on and married another man, therefore making him lose the right to any ownership for his properties. He initially requested she give him back his properties by taking her name off and putting him as the sole owner, but Tiffany never did. She proceeded with living her best life with a new man she had married and continued posting photos on social media platforms, which got Armand very upset. It was a betrayal he couldn't forgive, and that resentment festered into something far more dangerous. Given his past, it's no surprise that his reaction to feeling betrayed was one of violence. At some point, she began to post cryptic messages on social media, hinting that she was in a difficult and dangerous situation with her ex-husband and a father of one of her 4 kids.
I look at you different. Why the fuck did you worry about my baby mom? I don't give it. Yo, if you ever was to talk to nigga, she'll tell you that.
I would never talk to that bitch. That bitch ain't on my level. She ain't do nothing to me, and she never been in my circle. She never been around that and know that.
And you've been bringing it up. So now I'm gonna give you what you want. To touch you again, I'm never physically gonna hurt you. You marry this nigga, I'm blowing his fucking head off on everything I love. I'm going back to prison on everything. I don't give a fuck, okay? I told you stop throwing it in my face. If this is what you want to do, go in and do it. Stop throwing it in my face. All right. I just left you 2 months ago. Stop throwing it in my face before I...
People close to her could tell something was wrong, but no one could have predicted how bad things were about to get. Continuously, she went on with her regular life and usual routines, and one morning, she was taking her son to the barbershop to get his haircut, not knowing that very day, her 44-year-old ex-husband was following her with the mission of taking his revenge. She arrived at the barbershop at midday and hung around while her son was being prepared to have his haircut. Unfortunately, that place was about to be turned into a murder scene. Just before 2 p.m. on October 7th, a call was made to the Philadelphia police. The officers were dispatched to a barber shop located on the 2500 block of West Lehigh Avenue in North Philadelphia, responding to reports of a shooting. When they arrived, they found Tiffany's lifeless body. She had been shot in the torso and the head and was pronounced dead at the scene. Tiffany, the woman who had built so much and helped so many, was gone. She was only 40 years old. What's worse, she was unalived in the presence of their son. After some preliminary investigations, the police concluded that their prime suspect was Armand Hilton, Tiffany's ex-husband, and the father of her youngest child. Witnesses further reported that Tiffany and Armand had been in a volatile relationship, and while it's unclear when exactly they broke up, their history was filled with tension. Tiffany had tried to move on, but Armand's anger came down just below the surface, waiting to erupt when he came out of jail. And on that fateful day in October, it did. After Tiffany's murder, Armand fled the scene. He is currently wanted for multiple charges, including murder, robbery, and firearms violations. Since this story only focuses on his murder of Tiffany, it is unsure who he robbed to be charged with robbery. The Philadelphia police are taking this case so seriously that they have issued a $20,000 reward for information leading to his arrest, describing him as armed and dangerous. His whereabouts are still unknown, and his family and friends continue to plead for anyone with information to come forward. Armand is without a doubt one of Philadelphia's most wanted criminals. As if this case wasn't tragic enough, another life was soon lost in connection with Armand. Shantae Whitaker, the mother of another one of Armand's children, was shot and unalived on the 9th of October, 2023, in what initially seemed to be a random drive-by shooting. Many now believe that her death may have been a retaliatory attack linked to Tiffany's murder. Shantae was just 34 years old. It's another heartbreaking layer to this story of children losing both parents to violence and revenge. Her great-grandfather Joshua Whitaker said that Shantae was a young, beautiful lady who never got in any trouble. Her daughter was in the bathroom taking a shower when she heard the sounds of gunshots. She then went into the living room, and that's where she found her mother down on the floor. This is not a scene any child should ever see. Cases like these are never taken lightly, and they shouldn't. With regards to laws on homicide in Philadelphia, sentences for first-degree murder can lead to life imprisonment or the death penalty, though the latter has been debated in recent years. Tiffany Natifah Wade's death is a tragedy that should never have happened. Her children are left without their mother. Her family is left grieving, and her community has lost a bright light. But her story is also a call to action that maybe authorities should keep recurring criminals in prison rather than give them several chances to hurt other people. There have been many controversial takes regarding this story. Some say she clearly got many threatening messages from Armand and should have reported this to the police immediately. But any crime is never the victim's fault, and there is no justification for taking a person's life. This was a man that loved her once, and they were a family, so it is understandable that she thought she would be safe for a few more days. The traumatic experience of witnessing the violent death of a parent, such as in the case of Tiffany Wade, can have profound psychological effects on a child, particularly on her youngest child who witnessed the tragedy. This event can lead to severe emotional and psychological trauma, resulting in them being emotionally traumatized, stigmatized, and deeply scarred. The child's disrupted attachment to caregivers may lead to trust issues, making it difficult to form secure relationships in the future. Behavioral changes can occur, including aggression, withdrawal, and academic struggles. Long-term, the trauma may increase the risk of mental health issues, substance abuse, and challenges in parenting. For Tiffany's little boy and Shantae's daughter to heal, immediate and ongoing support is crucial. Creating a nurturing environment, along with open communication, is essential for helping the child navigate their grief. Ultimately, the tragic loss of Tiffany not only ends her life but initiates a complex healing journey for her child, who will need compassion and understanding to cope with the aftermath of this devastating event. Tiffany's story is one that we must remember, not just for the tragedy, but for the lessons it teaches us. It's a reminder of how quickly things can spiral out of control and how important it is to take action before it's too late. Her life was full of promise, ambition, and love. She deserved so much more than the violent end she met, and it's up to us all to make sure that we recognize the signs of danger and protect the people we care about before they become victims too. We sincerely hope the family of Tiffany Natifah Wade gets the justice they deserve. What do you think could have set off Armand? Since he had been in and out of jail since 2002, do you think his committing murder was only a matter of time, or did he become violent for other reasons? Should the authorities be more careful before releasing prisoners who have been committing crimes for decades? What are your thoughts? Thank you so much once again for watching another video by Wednesday Crime. If you like the way we bring to you stories or you learned something new today, please like this video and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet. Always remember to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Perhaps someone learns from your experience or advice. I will talk to you again in another video. It's bye for now.